Hey everyone, this is Jack from the Cardboard Herald, and one of those evergreen topics that you see on tabletop gaming channels is, well, what do you get people for the holidays? You know, Christmas is right around the corner, Hanukkah, or just general New Year's celebrations. People are in the gift-giving mood, and you want to know what is something that's going to sit in a small, particularly stocking-shaped package, and I have 5 recommendations for you. Now, these games are not necessarily in any ascending order. I think they're all great. All of them have reviews, or will shortly have reviews on my channel. Some of them do overlap with my top 10 small box games, but I have several of them here that are not from that original list, either because I haven't played them yet or they were more fitting for a micro game list that I wanted to put together. But that's another resource if you want to go to it. I'll put the link in the description. But without further digression, let's get into 5 beautiful stocking stuff. Oh, it's criminy. 5 beautiful stocking stuffer games. So first one, we're going to work our way from the top down. We have Sprawlopolis. This is the iconic button-shy game that is a cooperative city builder using an ultra minimalistic 18 cards. It is a stellar cooperative game, and in spite of its size, in fact, I hate using that term because it's just a great game all around that is deceptive because of its size. It is not a good game in spite of being a small game. It is a great game that happens to be a small game. You have all kinds of different victory point conditions that are going to come into play, making it have a lot of replayability. It's super accessible. It's addictive. It's something that plays in about 20 minutes and is perfect for a cup of coffee or hot cocoa or whatever delicious hot holiday drink you have. It is just one of those ones that Christmas morning or whatever day it's going to be, you're going to play a lot of. Sprawlopolis is iconic for a reason. Next up is Regicide, which a game that is playable with a pack of standard playing cards is always a welcome game, and most people have that in their house, but a lot of people still get playing cards in their stockings nonetheless. You can always go with your favorite set of cards. I mean, I have like Mass Effect cards, and I have like Pokemon playing cards. So there's all kinds of playing cards in my house, and this is a great excuse to get the gamer in your life another set of cards. But if you wanted to get the real deal, the legit stuff, you know, straight from the source, then you can go to the OG Regicide themed card deck, which has the rule book and the reference cards and this fantastic art style to it. It's worth going to it for such an amazing game, which is a cooperative game of working with your friends to take down the royals, the jacks, the queens, and kings, who hit back so hard, and you're using the standard cards, the 1 through 10, and then eventually the jacks and queens to hit at them with each of the suits representing different magical powers that are going to activate. It's accessible, it's fun, it's addictive, and it is perilous. This is some of the most engaging cooperative gaming that I've done in 2022 so far. Geez, Sprawlopolis, stay up there. Next up is Dandelions, which is a banger of a game. Another deceptive game because you think, oh, Dandelions, this is so cute and poppy. I'm going to love this and everything, but it is cutthroat. This is an area control game for 2 to 3 players of epic proportions that is played on a rondel type of situation where you're playing these dice to push your dandelion seeds along, but displacing others based off of the dice, the seed that you leave in that spot. There are a lot of great meaty decisions that employ a lot of risk and investment, but on the whole are really approachable and really fun. It's a game that could be played with kids, adults, whoever. Another short, repeatable game, but absolutely epic in the amount of cutthroat rivalries that can develop around it. If you are looking for something that has that potent aggression, but at the same time an absolute beautiful and serene presentation, then Dandelions meets that combo perfectly. Mwah. Fourth game on the list for your stocking stuffer is The Light in the Mist. There are not enough great things that I can say about this game. It is the ultimate narrative mystery puzzle game, or as they dub it, a puzzle tale, by Rita Orlov and Post Curious, one of the leaders in this whole genre. It is a non-linear game played in a tarot card format where you are solving all kinds of cryptic mysteries that unfold before you, and the cards are multi-use in some of the most bananas of ways that you weren't expecting. You sit down with one of the lead cards that informs you what affiliated tarot cards you're going to be using, and then you're going to have to figure out some sort of little piece to the ultimate narrative puzzle that comes together using that specific one. And the non-linearity of it, the emotional highs of the storytelling, and the visual presentation is unlike anything else I've seen. It is the most cohesive I've ever seen one of these games, and it is in this beautiful small package that can be played in a few hours. It makes great for a holiday weekend, and I highly recommend that if you have puzzle solvers in your life, you have people who like tarot cards in their life, or you have people that like campaign narrative games, then check out The Light in the Mist if you haven't done so. The last one is Tiny Epic Dungeons. I've covered a few Tiny Epic games on this channel, and this is my favorite to date. When I think of childhood, when I think of going back to some of those familiar experiences, nostalgia, tradition, all that kind of stuff, I think of playing Hero Quest with my brother. And Tiny Epic Dungeon is so good. It is my favorite in the series, and it is one of the better dungeon crawls I've played in a long time. Truest to the name of dungeon crawl, where you're working with your heroes, trying to go about a dungeon, exploring it with the emergent caverns that develop on the table. You acquire more powers, equipment, do battle against goblins, fight against the clock, contend with the mini bosses, ultimately to take on the epic final boss. It's a huge amount of game that is packed into a tiny box and is just a delight and hits all the right buttons for me, and I'm hoping it's going to do the same for you. And that is our holiday gift giving guide in the small box stocking stuffer format this year. But I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite games that you've received in a stocking, and those that you think are going to nail it if other people get them for their loved ones in their life? Put it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for being an awesome community. Have a wonderful, happy, fun, safe holiday season, and Happy New Year. You know I've been Jack for the Cardboard Herald.